Welcome back, everybody. It is Season 5, Episode 7. We are in the AFC Championship, and man, I got to tell you, I got a good feeling. Got a good feeling about this year. Got to take care of the Texans, though, so I'm not going to hold you over. Let's get straight to the game. Enjoy.
Today, from Oklahoma City, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. It's the Oklahoma City Nighthawks taking on the Houston Texans.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Houston Texans and the Oklahoma City Nighthawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. J.K. Dobbins, 75 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give a better chance to lead the team to wins.
It's a big play there. 43 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second and 11. Off the play fake. Swartz. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. First down. On first down, it's Watson.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
The Texans send the punter out. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Second down and 5. Handoff comes to Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Schwartz. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring.
2nd and 4.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get up.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Houston set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
A gain of 12. First down, Houston.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Incomplete. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Watson on target here to Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2, Watson. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First down and 10.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down. Schwartz. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up
From the gun, Schwartz. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Schwartz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The score, Texans 14, Nighthawks 7.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And
good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Watson. This one caught by Isabella.
complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Watson.
42-yard line.
He gets it to Coates. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
46.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that was a 13-play drive in total. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On 1st and 10, Schwartz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Off play action. Schwartz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Schwartz. Incomplete.
That'd be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
lot of defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt given 3 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, Swartz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 13 yards that time in the 1st.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Schwartz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly,
Sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Gets by him, and now a little Dalen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
For the running back.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking to throw on second down. Swartz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Schwartz. And this will be a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. No interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
33-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything
everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson off play action. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He's going to fire it deep over the middle, and his crew will take over with the ball at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. On second down now, Dobbins. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Giants. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will have a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down. Schwartz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Schwartz. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Chubb. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run it again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Schwartz. Finding his target is Ward. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15 AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Swartz to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. 4. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will make it into the end zone, and it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now out comes Houston. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
he was brought down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And 9.
Another run here with Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Operating from the gun, Schwartz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw on 2nd down. Schwartz. He'll get this to Ward. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
1st and 10.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, Schwartz. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense his past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
24.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
24-yard line.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Watson's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw complete to Herndon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
To Nick Chubb.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
10 at the 42-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
First down. Sorts. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the 40.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
24.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Schwartz. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Number 87.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. Nick Chubb stops short, and this Texans defense stands tall.
Over on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it.
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
From the 50, it's Watson. Watson lost it.
Deshaun Watson sacked. Fumble on the play.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Back to throw, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 20.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And they have put themselves in a great position to defend their crown, leading once again in the 4th quarter of the AFC Championship game. A win, of course, sends them to Tampa for a chance to claim back-to-back Super Bowl titles. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st and 10.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Swartz, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Lorenzo Carter, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Complete to number 85.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. As we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. Throwing after the interception. Schwartz. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And he's got Fuller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Quick throw completed by Watson. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 48 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
The OKC offense ready to set up shop again. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Off the play fake. Schwartz. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Schwartz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 46.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Schwartz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 1st and 10, Schwartz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in for a yard out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The point after try forthcoming. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll go again with Dobbins. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down. Schwartz. And that will be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Texans 42, Nighthawks 34.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they take a knee.
Watson on the keeper.
And as they take that knee, you can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now, partner.
I'd say you could hear a pin drop except for one thing. You're hearing a lot of people on cell phones right now calling and saying, cancel my reservation, because this crowd thought they were going to the Super Bowl. They had trips planned, hotels, reservations, the whole deal. That's all wiped out now.
42.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season, but right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
We just couldn't get it done there. Watson threw for 80%. Didn't have an interception until the very end. Our guy had 4 interceptions. At least one of them was a pick six. I don't remember if any of the other 3 were. Our defense didn't do their job. So, yeah, our defense is the best in the league, and they gave up not technically 42 points, but they gave up quite a few points. Mainly the big plays. There were 2 touchdowns that were on chunk plays. So, just on both sides of the ball, we couldn't get it done. We gave ourselves a fighting chance, scored 34 points. But, if we would have just taken care of the ball and our defense did their job, we would have got out of here with the win. But, got a rookie quarterback. He's going to make some mistakes. He's been great all year. Unfortunately, he chose the wrong game to make his mistakes in. So, I think he had 8 interceptions all year, and then in this one game he throws 4. So, yeah, 414 yards, which is nice. Only 1 touchdown though. 70% completion percentage. Probably about 73% if you consider the 4 catches that the other team made. But next year, I guess. I do have a couple players that I chose to let test free agency, but none of them are key players. We are in the time frame where we have to start re-signing our the draft picks that we made. That I hit on a lot of draft picks, which means and I had a lot of high draft picks as well. So it's going to be kind of expensive re-signing some players here soon. We got some cheap contracts this year, but next few years it might not be, especially when Tyler Schwartz comes up. I've already started looking at who's a free agent when that time comes and trying to see who might not get re-signed at a key position so that we have enough room to sign him. But yeah, so our season's over. It's the end of season 5, guys. See you tomorrow for season 6 and the draft. Have a good one.